I am really working on letting go of people who just either don't want to or aren't capable of showing up for me the way that I need right now. I think that is the key. And I'm also trying this thing where I don't let myself obsess about things I can't change. I don't know why I keep going over this with myself. It's not like things are going to change if I try to think it through and if I try to rationalize why. And I feel sick and I want to cry. I feel so disgusted with myself. I feel like such a loser. I feel so like something's not right, like something's not clicking. I'm not good at this whole college thing. Like, I really tried to be around a lot of people, but I have no one. And I have so much to say, and I don't have anyone to say it to. This is what true loneliness looks like. The clips you just saw were taken months ago on photo booth, in one of the loneliest periods of my entire life, I'd say. I was new to living by myself, and it was a really rough adjustment for me, to say the least. The version of me that comes out when I feel just super lonely or misunderstood, or just plain dissatisfied with my life. She's not a person that I'd want to be friends with. She's quite embarrassing, actually, but I've grown to tolerate her, although I don't love showing her to other people. But hey, I kind of just did. That was the dramatic, whiny, self-pitying, and tragic version of Nina, who didn't know how to fix herself. I haven't gone back to being her in a really long time, even in moments of complete and utter solitude. I'm coming up on 1 year of living alone, and it's taught me that there's a huge difference between loneliness and solitude. Solitude, as defined by Merriam-Webster, is the quality or state of being alone or remote from society, whereas loneliness is being without company, being cut off from others, being sad from being alone. For me, that intense feeling of loneliness has diminished since I was crying to myself on photo booth. But if I'm being honest, it never really disappeared completely, and that feeling, that deep sadness, threatens to overwhelm me again and again, even as I've gotten really comfortable with spending most of my time alone. But come to think of it, I felt just as lonely when I lived with roommates and I was completely surrounded by other people my own age. The difference was that once I broke off from certain relationships and habits that I knew were harmful to me, I realized that I didn't have much left beneath all that. And so I set out to kind of rebuild the identity that I'd lost sight of. I've always been someone who didn't mind solitude, and I've even enjoyed it, but that was only at times when I knew that it was my choice to be alone and not me feeling really abandoned. And since becoming an adult, I've had to confront the reality of what I thought was my support system not always feeling so supportive. Sometimes it's no one's fault. People just grow apart. For a while, I kind of felt like I'd missed some important message that went out to everyone once they turned 20 about how maintaining platonic relationships was no longer supposed to require any effort. I'm not really sure how much I should expect from other people when it comes to friendship. And I think I'm still learning what kind of friend I want to be as well. All I really know is that human beings were social creatures, yet a lot of us live in environments that force a kind of individualism on us that's like super depressing and can feel isolating in a way that you feel trapped. On the other hand, I spend so much time alone now, and I will admit, hanging out with myself, it's given me more clarity on who I am as a person and who I want to be in the future. I've surprised myself a lot with how much I can change about my life in solitude. I haven't lost hope at all when it comes to building an even stronger community for myself, and I now know that I have people in my life, some old and some new, who do really want to be a part of that community, and it makes my heart so happy. Building stronger relationships with yourself and with other people isn't supposed to be a super easy process, but I guess I'm taking it one step at a time. Damn, that was corny. Jesus.